What's up, beautiful souls? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. We love new energy. And if you've been a part of this journey for a while, since the beginning, I love you. I love the new ones too. I love all of you guys. I just really, really love giving these readings. And as always, my prayers and my intentions are for those who are drawn to this, that need the message. Spirit does a divine job. They always find you. So, probability of you watching this, there's a message here for you. And the question today is, what do you need to know? What's happening? And what's your best piece of advice going forward? What are you facing? And who am I dealing with? And that being the first question comes with the card, the heart chakra. Dealing with somebody that's got a good heart, right? But when I correlate this card with the cards that have been laid, really what comes to mind is the quote, "I myself am completely flawed, but stitched together with the best intentions." And I really do believe that if you are watching this and this is your reading, you are moving from a state of love. And there's a borderlining of it's coming to me. That another quote. The hardest thing to know is whether to try harder or if it's time to walk away. And I feel like that's where you're at. Something you are holding on to desperately. It's an underlining energy with the death, but it's in reverse. And I say desperately because I think you, I'm getting the impression, you're the type that would rather try all avenues to be completely sure before you call something quits. But my question is, how many more avenues do you need? See, what's brought you to this point, your recent past energy, what's brought us where we are, comes with the Four of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. A decision was made in a fast pace. Wasn't thought through all the way. And I'm hearing that's not really in your nature. But you were living in the moment. You were going with the emotion. You were going with the flow. But you didn't give it much thought. I don't think you relied on your intuition, and you just kind of went with the flow, and you allowed other things to pull on the reins, if you will. But where it's brought you in your current situation is the Seven of Wands and Justice. I think where you currently are right now is you are feeling a bit defeated with whatever it is. You know, call it love, call it a relationship, call it work, call it any kind of dynamic that's fitting with this. But things weren't all completely thought through. And at this point, I feel like you're feeling a bit defeated. But that's a good thing. I feel like that's a really good sign because with it comes the Justice, which signifies you are at the pinnacle. You recognize that something's not working for you. And as much as you don't want to give up on whatever this is, you've been coming internal. I think you really feel like now is the time to make some changes, to bring things back to equilibrium, because I think it's playing a toll on you, right? You're not standing in your power. And what do I say your power is? Well, it comes with the next line of cards, but the underlining energy on that one is the King of Cups, which I think represents who you are at the heart of it. I think you are genuinely a loving, caring individual. I think you have a high emotional IQ. You can read people, you can read the circumstances, you can read the situation. And for some reason or another, you've kind of been astrayed from that which you are. But the beautiful thing is that's who you are, right? It's a matter of grounding, coming back. Not getting your hopes over something that's unfeasible, but grounded, right? The King of Cups, he is wise, but he's emotionally mature too. He doesn't fall for faulty dreams. He's grounded and recognizes what is at hand. And your challenges that you're facing right now, again, screams this death card in reverse. It comes with 2 tens, which what? Represents an end, but they come in reverse. Something you've been holding on to. This thing was both ignited and probably why you moved so hastily on something that you felt was tangible with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and it also lit a fire under you. There was passion. It was creative. It made you feel alive, and I feel like that's possibly why you're holding on to this. Things change. Everything's ever changing, right? So I feel like we're getting a real strong indication here. It's like, yes, it may have been good. Yes, it may have been tangible. Yes, it felt like all of this, but what has it actually? It's calling for a matter of grounding and realizing where you actually are. What is it though? Because it's actually got you feeling quite defeated. And it's not having you in alignment. It's this, I don't want to give up yet mentality. Because something felt real to you. Something lit a passion, a fire in you. But you're being called, I feel like being called to remind you of what you thought is this cognitive dissonance, right? Of everything you built up to believe and versus what it is. I say that gently because that's not an easy place to be. But the piece of advice that comes out from Spirit, not piece of advice, excuse me. This is the what you can't see, what's happening, right? I feel like what's gonna come regardless, and it's always your choice. You have a choice, right? That comes with the 8 of Cups, and it's clarified with the Hangman in reverse. I feel like you have looked at this situation and tried every avenue, and I think you're still holding on to another path that could make this situation salvageable. But my love, how much can you put yourself in a different point of view before you have to eventually let yourself down? Let yourself down off the pole of the Hangman from a different perspective. And take the courage to walk to 10 of Cups, which is your fulfillment. It's not an easy path. But I think ultimately, whether you choose to hold on a little bit longer or else you're able to step into, eventually you will walk away. I think eventually you're going to let yourself down from the pose and accept things as they are. That's the energy. Something's coming. You're going to walk away from something. Come back into your power and realize that it's time to make things equal again. Time to make readjustments to your plan, to bring some equilibrium to your life so you can get a breath of fresh air. A piece of advice from Spirit. Underlining energy with this comes with the 6 of Cups, but comes in reverse. It's this nostalgic, right? It's the same energy of holding on to what you moved so hastily to what you thought it was going to be. Even if it might have been, something's changed. and it takes two to tango. Does the other counterpart to this equation, does the other thing, is it time to let things die? Is it time to move on to something different? To move into the unknown? This nostalgia card in reverse is seeing things for what they really are in this read. That's what I feel like. And as you begin to see things for what they really are you going to desperately miss or grasp for something that was never meant for you? What's meant for us will cause peace and comfort. That which caused strife is calling for a lesson. And rather than becoming narrow-minded, it's a great opportunity to become curious so that we can move through it. What is this here to teach me? The advice from Spirit comes with two threes, but threes nonetheless. We have the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, which is kind of crazy, right? Because we have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles in your challenges. But your guidance comes with two of the threes of the same suit. Both your Wands and your Pentacles. Suggesting, rather than holding on to what you thought, holding on to something that's not working, becoming curious, what does this have to teach me? And opening up to the idea of maybe you deserve better. What you think is not actually your 10s. It wasn't your fulfillment. Hence the strive. But that doesn't mean you can't have it. The Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles suggest taking a step back, recalibrating your plans, your blueprint of what you want. Getting creative with the universe and implementing it, bringing it to life. A strong suggestion that you have yet to see or to step into, how do I say this? The happy ending. Holding on desperately to threads that don't make you happy right now versus releasing it, trusting the process, and recalibrating, reinventing your blueprint, your vision board, revisiting the details so that you get it right the next time around. Take what you've learned of the things you don't want and recalibrate that. That's a strong feeling. Your potential outcome. And in doing so, and going back to what you don't see, which is I think is inevitable. I think you're going to leave the circumstance. I really do. And I think you're going to see it for what it is. Coming off the post of all the different potential or all the ways we can make this work. Comes with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, meaning you're going to walk away from what has left you out in the cold, recognizing you have the key. And it comes with the Four of Cups as well. And what's interesting about this Four of Cups is this lady, this girl, she's looking into a mirror. Not one circumstance or situation or relationship is without. There is something beautiful that has acted as a stepping stool in our journey for whatever is next. And I can't help but feel like this current situation is giving you the opportunity to not only revisit yourself, but to better understand yourself, to see the details of what makes your soul tick and what it is you desire. And it comes by having the courage to walk away. And there's nothing wrong It's quite courageous to walk away from something that's not working for you anymore. That's just what the cards are reading. That's how I'm feeling it. Finish it with a pull. We'll finish it and pull advice from Spirit. These are my love and light. Let's pull it with the oracle card and see what the final advice from Spirit is. I'm hearing you can love somebody, but that doesn't mean you have to give all of yourself to them. In fact, quite the opposite. To love someone in its full capacity is to show them the capacity that you can handle, that you can fill up your own cup. So I'm feeling like your capacity of loving yourself. You show them by filling yourself with the capacity to love yourself. Okay, I hope that all came through. I don't remember the first half now. All right, here we go. Wow, that's a lot. I can't do that. Okay, we're going to keep those two. I feel like we're called to keep those two. I'm going to go ahead and read them. Okay. First card, honor your uniqueness. In divine wisdom, God has created multitudes of beings, plants, trees, animals, and humans. All are different and all are beautiful. It takes many flowers to create a garden. Every flower is different, and each one is beautiful in its own way. All the colors of the rainbows are beautiful. No one color is better than another. All are equal. In the same way, God made us all wonderfully unique. As a child, did you feel different? Was there a sense of isolation or loneliness because you couldn't relate to other children or to adults, and they couldn't relate to you? Honoring your individual qualities can help you heal both the past and the present, and know that God created you as one of a kind on purpose. In today's world, we often unconsciously asked to compare ourselves with unrealistic images of perfection on social media and in advertising. Praying for self-acceptance is helpful, for God loves you exactly as you are. Strong calling to that card. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. And the other card, give me a moment. With God, all things are possible. We all find ourselves in situations in life where we need extra help, and we go through times when we can't see the solutions to problems. When obstacles seem insurmountable, focus upon God's supreme power to move mountains through faith. Tell your mountains about God. With unwavering faith, miracles can flow into your life. You may not know how the situation will resolve itself, but God does. What you don't see. Tap into his supreme wisdom and ingenious solution. Is that right? Is that pronounced not right? Solutions through prayer. Don't worry about how God will fix the situation. Ingenious, excuse me. Wisdom and ingenious solutions through prayer. Don't worry about how God will fix the situation. Just focus on listening to divine instructions to take action. And then do so without hesitation or delay. I tell you the truth, if you had faith, even as small as a mustard seed, you could say this to the mountain, move from here to there, and it would move. Nothing would be impossible. Matthew 17:20. Do you hear the fireworks? We're ringing in a new year. I don't know if we're there yet. Getting pretty close. There it is. I'm going to finish off the new year with you guys. Happy New Year. Look at that. Ringing in the new year. Everybody, I love you so much. That's what I have for you. Leave the past behind. Embrace the new. Check in with yourself. Make a new blueprint. Make a new way to move forward. Happy New Year. I love you so much. Thank you for spending it with me. And until next time, as always.